I think he is fair game because his presidency was really considered to be very troubled, to put it mildly, because of all of the things that she's talking to me about. I mean, she's mentioning sexism. He'll come under attack, not just from me. He'll be coming under attack from many other people.
All right, Donald Trump didn't stop there, though. This morning, he was out tweeting, quote, if Hillary thinks she can unleash her husband with his terrible record of women abuse while playing the women's card on me, she's wrong. Is Trump right? Is Bill Clinton fair game? Former Bush Deputy Assistant Brad Blakeman thinks so. Syndicated radio talk show host Leslie Marshall has a view as well. Good to have both you guys here. Welcome. Good to see you. Leslie, this could get interesting. I mean, you could have a situation where they kind of both exercise the nuclear option on each other. Bill Clinton and Donald Trump, that is. What do you think?
Well, I think Bill Clinton would win. I mean, Donald Trump may say things and be very sensationalistic, and his poll ratings go up. But Bill Clinton's not running, and I think Donald Trump's got to remember that. And Bill Clinton is not Hillary. He's her husband. I don't know about you, Trish, but my husband and I sometimes have very different ideas and ways of doing things. Bill Clinton is also a brilliant speaker, a brilliant orator, and I think he's far more brilliant than Donald Trump. So I think Donald Trump better be careful which bear he pokes, because I think Bill Clinton could definitely give him a run for his money.
I got to tell you, if James started pulling in the Bill Clinton stuff, it would be over, baby. I mean, I think, and that's sort of where Trump wants to hit, Brad, because you got to say, and I look at it this way as a woman, you know, look, who am I to judge people's personal lives? But at the same time, Hillary Clinton was willing to basically destroy any woman that her husband took advantage of. And she did so for the sake of her own family, for his sake, for her sake, for their political sake. And God help any of these women that effectively got in the way. And let's keep in mind, not their fault, Bill's fault.
Absolutely, but that's their modus operandi, is covering for each other and enabling each other, and that's exactly what Hillary Clinton has done. It's an arrangement more than a marriage, and let me say, and at least the appearance of it, but let me say this to Donald Trump. While Bill Clinton may be fair game, there are two things you should take into consideration. One of them is, and you like polls, so you love this one, Bill Clinton polls higher than Trump does and higher than Hillary does. So by poking somebody who's more populist than you are is a danger. Number two is, there are literally millions of new voters who weren't alive when Bill Clinton was president. This doesn't register at all with them. So how effective is your attack going to be on somebody who's popular and in an audience who doesn't even remember this happening?
Hey, Leslie, is there a chance that he's just kind of testing the waters on this one, just sort of throwing that out there? I mean, we've seen Donald Trump do this before, right? He just kind of tosses something out, sees what happens before he doubles down on it. Is this perhaps part of his strategy?
I honestly think that this man wakes up in the morning, and much like somebody would throw pasta at the wall to see if it's ready to serve an al dente, he says, okay, what is the craziest, most outlandish thing, while he's taking a shower? And he comes out and he says, I got it. I'm going to attack Bill Clinton. I'm going to attack her husband. I don't think Donald Trump takes advice from his team at all. I think he does what he wants. I think he's the decider on this campaign. And quite frankly, I'm not surprised, although this is ridiculous, because this not only gets away from the issues, this isn't even a candidate, and it feeds into sexism, because this is a candidate's husband.
It may not be that ridiculous. I mean, he's taken us off on these tangents before and been quite successful in his poll numbers when he does. So, you know, that said, I don't know if it's all that crazy. I think that there might be something here. I may disagree with both of you on this. I mean, Brad, you say that voters are too young to remember all this. I wonder, though, if it becomes a much bigger and bigger issue, if all this stuff gets, you know, dragged up about Bill Clinton again, if in fact it'll start to sway some people.
I don't think so. I really don't. We've seen this before in 2008.
That is right. I mean, he got impeached, right?
That's true.
And he still remains popular.
And Hillary's running for president, and I think I agree with you, Trish. I think he's dipping his toe in the water. I think he'll retreat. I think where Hillary's really vulnerable is the FBI investigation. She's under a full criminal investigation. What if she's indicted? What happens to the Democrats? They put all their eggs in that basket, and it's blown up.
Now,
then what do they do?
That's a good question. What would happen, Leslie? What would happen if she was, in fact, indicted? Does that mean Joe Biden's going to emerge from the wings?
Honestly, I don't think she'll be indicted. If she were indicted, well, you do have Bernie Sanders. You do have definitely Joe Biden. And Democrats, I'm sure, have plans, even though I'm one of them, and I'm not privy to the B, C, and D of the plans, but I think Biden would be the B. And Bernie is another B that is already out there.
Oh,
but I do agree with Brad on this
Bernie?
because
A socialist? I mean, as a Democrat yourself, I mean, Bernie Sanders?
Look, I love Senator Sanders, but I've said to him, you're not going to win in a general election. And one of the reasons that I support Hillary, and I've said that I support Hillary all along, I supported her when she was running against Barack Obama. Hillary Clinton can win in a general election, and Bernie Sanders can't. And that's what I tell my fellow Democrats. You have to bet on the horse that's going to win. You may not always like their outfit, but you need to vote for the horse that's going to win.
All right, you guys don't go anywhere. We got lots more to talk about. I'll see you a little bit later in the show. Thank you so much, Brad and Leslie.